Hi, this is Anthony with a follow-up video to my initial entry video where I demonstrated shuttle train operation using GamesOnTrack gaming software with follow car interaction. I've received several emails asking how did I do it, and was asked would I post some videos showing how the actual operation works and what actual components I use. So the first series will be part 1, which will be a required component and also additional components. So starting off, for all my track power, I'm using my ESU ECOS for powering all my tracks. Any basic laptop or a computer. For power for my satellites, I have a Ulenbach IBCOM interface box and a basic router to link the ECOS also with my computer and also the software. Alright, give me a minute to go over to my workstation and I'll show you the required components. Okay, here we are at my workstation. Displayed are the actual required components from GamesOnTrack. I use the display components on my test layout as well as my main layout. GamesOnTrack provides a standard GT command package which can be configured to the individual user's specific requirements. After much research, I decided to purchase the GamesOnTrack Position Standard plug-and-play HO UK version. And this is the standard items that actually come with that system. You get a GT X Connect or a digital master. You get a battery sender inside of a container. You get the GT command software, the actual license agreement. Standard 2 satellites come with the system. These are just the boxes, as I've already mounted the satellites in my ceiling. And you get a USB cable for connection to the PC. To explain some of the actual components and their actual uses, the GTX Connect or the digital master is the heart and soul of the GamesOnTrack system. It is the position master for controlling both follower cars and trains. It is the communication link between the satellite and the vehicle. This system can also be upgraded to support different configuration. The configuration that I decided was to have my system upgraded to the follow car option, which allows me to run unlimited trains as well as follow cars. The GT Command software. The software comes with all drivers and everything installed on the CD, installation as well as a help guide. The software is released currently in 3 languages: Danish, Dutch, English. The system is also compatible with Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 10. The standard plug-and-play components gives you coverage for a layout up to 20 meters square, depending on how your layout is configured. The actual software works with the following actual digital controllers, but you can go to the website to see which all controllers work with it. My command station of choice was the ESU Command Station 2, but you can use Ulenbach, Marklin, or Fleischmann. GT Command software, you can have it upgraded as well. I chose the Pro version, which allows me to run unlimited operation of trains, both on my test layout as well as my main layout. Also, with the actual battery sender inside the container, the main purpose of that is for the initial setup and calibration of the system. You also can use it in the play as a individual container, or it can be actually placed in the play whereby you can configure it as a train, as you see in the display. The satellite receivers here are just for the simple respect of sitting there triangulating the vehicle car and the position on your layout to within 10 meters. This system here, as you see it right now, is the standard, but it can be further expanded with the purchase of a third satellite. It gives you a better measurement as well as 3D. Also, I had on my test layout in the video, had the following items. You have the GTX control device, and the actual control device is used for turnouts and signals. The device can control both polar as well as dual and normal core turnouts. The actual GT servo controller. The servo controller is for turnouts as well as LED signals and lights. You have 2 ports for servo 1 and 2, LED 1 and 2, which is either green or actually red. It is operated by a 3 AAA batteries. You also can use a micro USB charger to actually charge it. These here are the basic as well as the additional items that I used for your operation. Okay, here are the basic follower items that's required to actually run and operate the digital system. First of all is the expansion model, the charging unit, the actual 3.0 vehicles, laser street. You also need the actual guide wire, and also one of the actual required elements will be the branch off junction. Starting with the expansion model. The expansion model is really the interface per local net. It controls the input and output for operational elements such as your turnouts and your stops, traffic lights, sensors, as well as the parking spaces. The actual charging unit is used to charge all analog and digital vehicles. You can set the digital address with the vehicle if it's connected to a DCC controller. But like for all the basic sounds, functions, and switches can all be turned on and off using the keys on the actual station. The branch off, or the branch off junction as is listed on the site, is used to steer or divert the vehicles in a different section on your layout via turns. If you have the space, you can use the actual laser street, but if not, Fowler has a item called the groove cutter, which you can actually cut and draw streets. You don't have to use the actual streets. But here are the actual additional items that I use because I run both analog as well as digital vehicles. It was the permanent stops that I used on my parking spaces, and the temporary stops that I used on the bus stops. This is a list of the actual Fowler components that were used or required. Okay, here are the actual Marklin products that I actually used. You can also, Trix and Marklin, the same company. So, you can get some of these items under Trix as well. But what I actually used was the digital decoder as well as the electronic turnout mechanism on some of my turnouts. And what I'll do is on a follow-up video show you how I actually connected these components to work via my turnouts. All the GamesOnTrack, Fowler, and Marklin, and the New Jersey International equipment that was used on my test layout. I hope this answers the questions for the emails. Hey, keep them coming, and I'll keep trying to post these videos, and hopefully I'll get better at it. This is Anthony. Hey, thanks for watching.